Okay, hello. Welcome back. If you're a regular listener, I don't know my audience yet. So today I wanted to talk about creativity and songwriting. So I was wondering. Let me just introduce myself first. I write songs, not like professionally or anything like that. I write songs. I tried painting. I suck at it. I make music. So and I used to write jokes too, and I did stand up in Mumbai, but didn't go too well. So I did all that. So I'm really interested in creativity, and I was thinking, where does it come from? And I searched it on YouTube and saw a couple of videos, and it turns out no one knows. Nobody knows. It's just guesses. Scientifically, I don't know. Maybe they have discovered something, but I have to research it. Fuck, I'm not that interested to go into the genetics and stuff. I don't care. But on the surface level, nobody knows where this new stuff, ideas comes from. What I have experienced is it comes from having knowledge of certain things and then taking your own spin on it makes it new. Like if I don't know the basis, I won't be able to create a new thing. Like for example, in guitar, I have to learn certain chords to for me to make a song, for me to make actually a new thing. So if I don't have the knowledge of what those chords sound like, I won't be able to make a rhythm out of them. Or at least in my head, I won't be able to make up a rhythm in my head. So I need to have these basic knowledge to create something, and that creativity, that creating something could be anything. Could be my modification of a song that I heard, and I'm just having a little bit of a spin on it, and that's how it probably goes. That's what I have figured. As a kid, as a kid, I was very studious, so I don't really remember being that creative. But one instance I do remember, and it was really fascinating. It's fascinating. It's cool. Um, is that there was once like there was once like a project that you have to read out a poem in front of the class, and kids brought their poems, and I forgot, obviously, the way I was in school. It's very weird. I was very studious, but in terms of respecting the authority or or doing in terms of wearing the uniform of the school too, I was like, fuck that, who gives a shit. I was like that and still am. So yeah, so there was a day when you have to read out poems in front of school. So I forgot, and it was on in the fourth or fifth period when that was going to happen, and it was the first period I got to know that this is going to happen. So I used to watch a series known as Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. It's a Indian show. Yeah, so I quickly wrote a poem about that show, about various characters in that show, and just read it out. And at the end of the poem, everybody clapped. I was like, wow, that's cool. And and a guy and not a friend probably, but a guy asked me, did you write that or did you copy that from somewhere? I was like, I wrote it. So it's like, no, you're lying. I know you. You copied it. No, you didn't say that. And as I got away from the studies and the whole confusion or depression thing happened, I was really confused. Like, what should I do? I was managing my dad's hotel and stuff, uh, and it took me a betrayal of an employee. Like an employee, there's an employee that works. Is an ex-employee, doesn't work here anymore in the hotel. It's my dad hotels that I'm trying to manage. Uh, so I'm trying to manage that, and an ex-employee like betrays me because I told him to do this to do this work, and at the end of the day, I went and checked on him, and he didn't do the work. and I was fucking hurt. I was hurt, like, what the fuck? And I remember sitting in my bathroom. I like cried and stuff. It's like a crisis, midlife. I don't know. I'm not even that old yet. It's like a crisis in my life, and that pushed me to write a song. Write not song, a couple of lines that I posted on Reddit, and it pretty good there. And I'll read you out that what I wrote after the betrayal of uh, with my ex-employee. Yeah, okay, so this is the one. Okay. I hate others, greedy, fake motherfuckers. Why can't I just accept the fact and move on with my life? Oh, there is still hope within that I wish had died. Cause hope is quietly killing me every day and night. This is what I wrote after after that. So that's fun. It's quite fun. And I also made a couple of YouTube, as you can see on my channel, if you are seeing it, or if there is any audience there. So I've always been into it. I've always been into creativity, but I've realized I've constantly failed. Like my YouTube thing, it failed. I tried so hard, it failed. My stand-up thing, that failed. And yeah, I went to Mumbai to actually have a career in film industry or something, but at the end I just felt uh, I just got in my head a lot, and I just gave up on that too and came back. So yeah, I fail a lot in this. So if you have any sympathy, subscribe, man. Like the video and subscribe. Yeah, so what I realized about songwriting too is that it's a great, it used to be at least a great therapy for me. I just vent my feelings. Like, once I had this fight with a girl, and I just wrote she was ignoring me. Maybe, I don't know. It seemed like it at the time. And I just wrote a song. I just wrote a couple of lyrics, a lot couple. It was like a fucking 3 or 4 passage. Is it called passage? I don't know. Yeah, but it was a big thing, and I just wrote it and I just sent it to her. It was like a breakup thing, or some weird heartbroken thing, accusing her of stuff, and I just wrote, "Thanks for a great song," and I just left it at that. So yeah, then but that's kind of therapeutic. Yeah, I don't see songwriting that fulfilling anymore for some reason. I don't know, because I've probably written a lot, or forcing myself to write when I'm not even feeling like it. So that's probably why. So I need to take a little bit of a break from it, but I still love making music. It's so much fun. It's amazing. And not just making music, new music, just learning music from my favorite artists like Beatles and Nirvana and stuff. It's amazing. Like, I can kind of play Messenger on guitar, and that's the coolest thing, because like 2 years ago I tried guitar and just gave up on it. And I was trying to learn Messenger at the time 2 years ago, and I wasn't able to do it. Just couldn't do it, and I just gave up. But now I picked up a guitar a year ago, and now I can play it, like, not perfectly, but I can play it, and it's so cool to realize that. It's amazing. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on creativity. So again, to summarize it, I think it comes from knowing the basics of certain things, and just your spin on it is creativity. You can just create something out of like nothing. I don't believe that will happen, or that can happen. Something could be created out of nothing, but it could happen by mistake. A mistake can do that. That's what I believe. Okay. Bye.